Everyone, all right, we're back at the second Papa Joe's on East Main Street. Just peering through the windows, it looks like they have
Some specials.
some specials in there. We're gonna head on in, and we're gonna show you what they got.
See what kind of single barrel picks they got compared to the other Papa Joe's. And I mean, there's plenty of other liquor stores right around this area. We're going to try to hit them all.
Stay tuned.
What I was talking about.
All right, so here we are. We're inside at the second Papa Joe's of the series of them that we're gonna hit. This is the East Main Street. Tanner's gonna take us through and show y'all what they have. And
So they got a old hammer, resurrected by West Fork. It's a single barrel at 126.8 proof, aged for at least 3 years. So this is a MGP distilled bottle. Price on that one looks like $38.99. That's a good price. I also got some Starlight picks. These are the Rickhouse Select, 115.3 proof, aged for 5 years. I mean, if you guys know Starlight, they're making some good products here in Indiana, all farm to glass. They do have a Maker's Mark pick. They got an Old Scout pick. There's a Charles E. Ballard chocolate malt corn.
which that's the same one they had at the
Yes.
previous store.
Yep, 4 years, 103 proof. Selected by Papa Joe's.
I mean that
It's really light in color though.
that chocolate mold. I mean that really intrigues me, but in the 4 year, kind of intriguing too because it's not extremely young, but
But yes, this
really light.
This is a bottle I might end up picking. It's a 6-year William Dalton corn, wheat, malt, single barrel, double pot distilled and bottled by Spirits of French Lick, in West Baden Springs, Indiana, 108.3 proof. Apparently, people are comparing this to Weller Full Proof. So
And that one's coming in at $54.99. Also,
yeah,
it's like
$54.99. This is a really good price.
according to their sign, they got a new riff single barrel as well, $54.99. Oh yeah, there were two left back there.
Yep, 105.3. Aroma of toasted oak, brown sugar, flavor of black pepper and cloves with a long and peppery finish.
Which I have a new riff pick. It's a Party Source pick out of Newport, Kentucky, and I'll tell you, I'm very impressed by that pick. And
You can never go wrong with New Riff.
discontinued Starlight, $79.99.
Out of the VDN. 4.5 years old, 113.4 proof. I am a fan of VDN finishes. The Penelope Valencia is a very good one. This one is very comparable to that. Then they got 2 Buffalo Trace bottles left, and Caribou Crossing. If that's your go-to Canadian whiskey, if you guys like it. Can't say that Bourbon Man and I are fans of it, but it's here if you guys want that.
This never heard of. What's this? This Barman 1873 limited release, 92 proof, $40.
Pretty light, $40.
Let's see. Blended and bottled by Coors Whiskey out of Bardstown.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
another.
we just saw another one of
Coors,
those.
Which should have known by the logo
Label.
on the front. Isn't that the Coors logo, right?
I don't really know much about Coors. There's a Murray Hill Club for $140. Traveler, if you guys like Traveler. Can't say I'm a fan.
Right.
I got some Ben Holiday 6-year bottled in bonds for $60.
Heaven Hill bottled in bond. I like that. That was on a recent video not too long ago, Tanner.
It's solid for
where
$49, I believe.
Yeah, it was on a video not too long ago. Somebody was trying it and was saying that it was an overhyped bottle, and I'm thinking, what? I think it's a solid bottle.
It is, and they do have single barrel picks too. I've actually been intrigued to see how those taste.
Now we're gonna hit their regular shelves, and just from at a glance, it looks like they had some pretty good offerings here.
It's a Bardstown Disco series. There's another triple cast Joseph Magnus. Typical Angel's Envy. Got some Horse Soldiers. Here's a Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye. This one's barrel strength, uncut and unfiltered. Batch size was 30 barrels at 115.8 proof for $75. Apparently this is a double platinum Ascot Awards winner, but we all know pretty easy to get into the Ascot Awards.
Here, hey, Rebel 100. I'm telling you,
$20
for $20, you can't really go wrong with that bottle right there. You know, it's not the highest proof stuff out there, but you want to talk about something that tastes like fruit stripe gum.
That's it right there.
That's the Rebel 100.
Rare breed. That's go-to
That's pretty high
quintessential bourbon. That is pretty high price for the rye.
Yeah, pretty high price. Which I noticed that the rye on the rare breed does carry a little bit higher price than the regular standard rare breed. $45. They got plenty of it here too.
That's the same price as the last store.
That is an interesting bottle. You know, just the sheer fact that the mash bill is yellow corn, malted barley, caramel malted barley, and honey malted barley. If anybody has any experience with any of the Chattanooga whiskey, especially the Cask 111, you know, let us know.
And we got your Old Forester lineup. We got the original 1870. We got the Bottled and Bond 1897, 1910, and 1920. Those are all very popular. And then the Statesman. I've not tried it, but I've heard very mixed reviews. Then we got a Old Soul High Rye for $50, and this one's sitting at 90 proof, out of Cathead Distillery in Mississippi. 21 rye, 75% corn, 4% malted barley. Can never go wrong with the Maker's Mark 46 cask strength.
Absolutely
And
great.
the Maker's 101. Those
Great
are all
bottle.
amazing.
I mean, $75 is, you know, it is one of the pricier cask strengths. But if you compare that to some of the Makers wood finish series, you know, it's on par with that. And I'm just going to cruise some of these as we've gone through and you know, talk about them just so people see what some of the pricing is. Hopefully I'm not moving too fast for y'all here.
Now I heard this bottle right here was made and intended to beat Wild Turkey 101. It's out of Heaven Hill. I personally have not tried it, but this is a $19 bottle, comparable to Wild Turkey 101. Wild Turkey 101's typically around like $25. This one is also 103 proof, so it's a little bit higher than the 101. And aged for 36 months, so about 3 years old. I personally have not had it. SLB Basement Bar said it was pretty good. There's another bottle that stood out to me.
So $18.99 on that.
The Benchmark Top Floor. Apparently this is one of the highest rated ones. This one's only $14.99. I have not tried it. I don't know what the hype is behind this bottle compared to the Full Proof. I mean, Full Proof, 125 for only $5 more. I mean, this is the poor man's stag.
And what's the proof on the top floor?
Top floor is sitting at only 86 proof. That is the last one of the top floor. It is the cheapest one also. The Benchmark single barrels are really good too. And the Woodford Double Oaked, $62.99, and Old Tub.
Old Tub for $27.99.
Which we threw that in our affordable blind.
Yep, I think that's a great bottle. I've tried the Devil's Cut of the Jim Beam. I wasn't extremely impressed by it. I will say, you know, I've had worse though. Let's show you the rest of everything else they have. You know, of course, they got some Jim Beams, the honey, the pineapple, the apple, the peach, and the Kentucky Fire. I have had the Kentucky Fire, and I'll tell you that
Better than Fireball?
I like it. Jack Daniels has one as well. That's really not bad. Oh, he's Evan Williams, and then the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. That's a bottle you can't go wrong with picking up as well. And on the other side, some of the Basil Hayden's, the red wine cask. I haven't really heard anything about that. That is 80 proof, which as is all of these right here. The Toast I've heard decent things about.
I have, yeah, and that 10-year too. It's pretty decent.
Two
And this
piggybacks.
Piggyback 100% rye. That's solid.
Wow, this reminds me of Super Troopers. Uncle Nearest. Uncle Nearest is good.
There's a Town Branch pick for 42 bucks, 116 proof. Personally,
Yeah.
I've not tried anything from Town Branch, but look at that cork. Reminds us of pensive.
Right. Here's a couple more old Hamers, an 80 proof and a 100 proof. High West, Castle and Key Restoration Rye. Which we just recently picked up a Cash Strength Restoration Rye for much cheaper than what this is. We got a deal out of Party Source. Very good bottle, in my opinion. What was this? 3 years old, right?
Yeah, aged at least 3 years.
Three
yeah,
year.
cast strength, 120 proof. I mean, it's
good.
solid, worth every bit of what we paid.
These are looks like they got some Irish whiskeys on the end. They got their Sazerac Rye, or not their Sazerac Rye, but they have Sazerac Rye, $34.99. Let's see. Here's another Starlight pick. Or no, not a pick.
That's 92 proof, so I'm assuming that's their small batch.
Yeah, 2022. Best
Sitting there
best
for
in
a while.
show. Crown Royal. Again, they got the salted caramel as well. Some Canadians, and here's a Yellowstone 93 proof special edition. Why does that one look? What's different about this one, Tanner? It's got the green.
Special edition.
Oh, the National Parks Conservation Association.
Oh, okay, so it's just their standard small batch with a different logo.
Yeah.
SoCo 100 proof, the
Yes.
JTS Brown.
1792 small batch. Larceny. Some Dickles. And then Devil's River. Never heard of Devil's River.
There's a barrel strength for 39 bucks.
Wow.
Produced and bottled by Devil's River Distillery in San Antonio, Texas. Aged
Oh, wow.
not less than 23 months. And at the bottom says, sin responsibly.
So not less than 23 months.
Yeah.
So-
So pretty young. It is small batch Texas bourbon whiskey at 117 proof. Let us know. Have you guys had anything from Devil's River? Is it worth the price?
I mean, the color it is a light, but like I've seen some 4-year products that seems they're lighter than that. So
Yeah, small batch is 90 proof, and then they also have the small batch rye for 90 proof as well.
I mean, for the money, that might be a buy at $38.99. Plus, I mean, they got some Hotel Tangos. Those are a pass in my opinion. Fistful of Bourbon. Now, I have had this exact bottle at 90 proof. This company does nothing but blend. That's all they do. That's what their specialty is. And honestly, this was actually a pretty good bottle for being 90 proof.
Better than Yukon Gold or Yukon Jack.
For sure. Yes, 100%. Blends 5 straight bourbon whiskeys together. I mean, this actually is good, and it's coming in at $24.99. So that's probably the reason why that might be the last one down there.
There's a 10-year-old 10 cup, 84 proof for 54 bucks.
I want to say that's the one that Trash Palette reviewed not too long ago. I
He
think
did.
the 10 was it?
I think he did the 14.
The 14er?
The 14 year. Yeah.
Okay. And then
Not
so,
tried anything from 10 cup.
so yeah, $53.99. I've had their standard, and I wasn't impressed by it. Barefaced Canadian whiskey, elementally aged, triple oak, 7 years for $29.99.
I like the little slashes on the front of it. It's pretty neat.
I mean, I like a Canadian whiskey every once in a while. Never heard of Barefaced, but 7 years for $30.
Got some typical bottom shelf Kentucky Gentleman, Old Crow, Ancient Age, GTS Brown, JW Dance. I mean, for $15.99 for a bottled and bond, I mean, can you go wrong?
Probably.
Probably.
But, I mean, you probably could go wrong. I think they had a few others over here
Yeah,
as well.
this is most of their flavored
The
stuff.
flavors. Handy and Shilling, like that right there, that is a good pre-mixed old fashioned. And they do have a random pinhook.
There's more of that moon drops.
Do you see what the horse name is on this one? Let me see if I can get it.
Hard Rye Guy. Trying to steal my name.
Hard Rye Guy. So 98 proof, $35.99.
Oh, there you go. Eggo brunch in a jar.
Oof. So I will say that this specific Papa Joe's, it does not have the selection that the Papa Joe's that we just came from. Curveball,
That is a curveball. Barbecue whiskey.
original barbecue whiskey. Wow.
Can't say I would like that.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be consuming any of that anytime
Ooh.
soon either.
I mean, maybe soaking some like brisket in it, like doing some experimental stuff, but for drinking, no. I'll pass. I love barbecue, but keep that away from my whiskey.
So Tanner, what's your take on this store versus the National Road Papa Joe's that
So
we just
this
came from?
this store is decently smaller than the other one. They don't have nearly as many picks, but there are some bottles that are sticking out to me compared to the other ones, like that Sinclair up front. I might pick that up. That's a 6-year, $54.99 single barrel pick. Yeah, I mean, there's not much here, but they do have a decent selection for what it is.
Yeah, of just like some of the standard products. Yeah, so if you're just looking for a standard bottle, I mean, maybe drop by, grab some from here. If you're looking for a better selection, definitely go to the National Road. But this is the second of 6 Papa Joe's in the area. We're gonna do our best to drop by all of them. If we can, we're gonna absolutely film it, let y'all know, and of course point y'all in the direction of which is the best Papa Joe's in Richmond. There are a few other liquor stores in the area as well. We're going to do our best to get by those as well.
This is an
Hey, Jim Tom.
unaged rye. It's a 100 proof unaged rye out of Sugarlands.
Hey, Jim Tom, he's off of Moonshiners, the TV show
Really?
Moonshiners. Yeah, Jim Tom is awesome. So I'm gonna cruise back down this way through the store and see if there's just anything else that stands out. Of course, they got their rums, tequilas, vodkas, mixers. And then they got some cooler cases as well available, for beer and things like that. So we're going to take a glance behind the counter, see if there's anything hiding up there.
We're visiting from Ohio, Cincinnati area. What do you know about the Indiana Liquor Group?
This is ran by Curtis Painter. He was the Colts, I believe.
I heard that he was like the right-hand man for like Peyton Manning or like the backup quarterback. Is that true?
They have a YouTube out with him as well.
You said his name's Curtis Painter.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so he owns all the locations, like 80 of them.
Yep, about 80 stores. That's about the most I know about him. I haven't got to meet him just yet, but
Well, if he watches this, look, you gotta get up here and you gotta meet Raphael, all right? You gotta meet him. But we did notice that there's a ton of picks listed on the bottles that say Indiana Liquor Group. So we were just curious on that. Appreciate you guys letting us film. And hopefully he gets down here and he meets you sometime soon then.
please tell him.
Yeah.
Shouldn't see.
All right, we're gonna do our best.
How do you guys typically handle allocated bourbons also?
Alligator, usually we'll try to keep them in the store and we won't put them here, but if anybody asks for them, then we'll go by that.
Do you ever do like a lottery system or anything like that?
No, not us per se. I believe it'll be like a centralized thing that like Curtis Painter and everybody, they'll do that, like with a whole get together.
Okay, cool. All right, man.
Awesome.
Well, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.